YouTubers. This is Black Tea Homer coming at you through Black Tea Bourbon channel, where I do bourbon reviews every once in a while, bourbon hunts. Still have yet to do. Go out to local stores so you guys can see what it is like. But today, I do have a little sample of it, but at the same time, I do have the bottle. This was a bottle that was lent, so I could do a review on it. And I also got a little sample of it back there, a little 2-ounce sample. This is the Buffalo Trace Distillery Kosher Kentucky Bourbon Whiskey. This is the rye recipe. Just reading some additional stuff here. It says certified kosher by the Chicago Rabbinical Council. Whoever that is, good job. 47% alcohol by volume, so it's a 94 proof. This is the 750 ml bottle. So we got a beautiful tint to it. I thought I spilled some. Like this is a defective seal, but I guess not. So without further ado, it doesn't pop like the other ones. Let's try it again. There we go. Y'all heard that pop? I heard it and I smelled it. Smells like first impression. Smells like when wood is getting rotten. That's my first impression. Not that it'll be bad. I've honestly never tasted it. I've been wanting to taste it. I've seen it around on shelves, but I've personally never seen it at the store. I'm glad somebody has it. Okay. Smell change for sure. Your typical, my mouth is watering, your typical Buffalo Trace scent. So it's, you have some ethanol, some sweetness to it, almost like a little vanilla note, smell. Like I always say, first one is just to kind of warm up the mouth, make sure you try to spread it around throughout your whole mouth, and that way it clears up any other stuff out there. I get this amazing wood taste from it. It's not that overpowering oakiness. It's not bitter. I mean, there's a little bitterness to it, but very minimal. It's a little disappointing. It tastes Betty. My Mexican coming out. It tastes very watered down to it. It's got your typical Buffalo Trace, almost like caramel, vanilla sweetness to it. Little spicy, so maybe some pepper to it or something. But not too spicy. I mean, this is like drinking water, to be honest with you guys. It doesn't really have too much flavor to it. I mean, it literally just hits your palate and it's gone. Um, Definitely, you could taste the ethanol in there. For the taste notes, I would go with maybe a sweet caramel, but a watered down version of it. Um, some oakiness, woody, like it's a wood to it. Not sure. It's not too pronounced. So it's not going to be your typical bitter wood. I mean, this one, I know most barrels are oak, but this one doesn't taste like your normal barrels. Um, there you go. Just pour it all over myself. I might have freaking made y'all deaf with this microphone. Um, it's all good as long as y'all see me. It's not like I say anything important. um, it's there. I'm gonna reach over here. I'm gonna pour me a little Buffalo Trace. Um, Regular, not kosher, fat people stuff. Oh yeah, pop. See if there's a huge difference. Oh man, well, let's make it a floor bourbon. See, this one has a little more flavor to it. It doesn't taste like a watered down version. That's what this one has. It's like a watered down version. I mean, it's a rye recipe, so um, I mean that could be the difference. And this is a 90 proof, so it's the proof even it's a less than the kosher. So yeah, I mean it's got more body to it, more flavor, more sweetness. Ethanol, it's kind of it's about the same. Um, yeah, so I mean, I'm not sure why it's so hard to find the kosher. I don't know if it's the fact that I don't know if they make less of it. If you know, comment. Um, but true, honest review on my behalf: regular Fat Boy Buffalo Trace is better. Um, the kosher, I mean, take regular Buffalo Trace, add more water to it, and add more ethanol, more alcohol. I think that's what you got. Just simple, straight to the point. Yep. I mean, there's no doubt about it. My palate is not wrong on this one. The Buffalo Trace Koshers definitely feels like a watered down version of the regular Buffalo Trace, even though it has higher proof, which tells me that they probably just threw more alcohol in that baby. Um, so with that, not sure what the big hype is. I was actually very anxious, looking forward to tasting the kosher. A little disappointed that something that is so much easier to find for me tastes better than the kosher. So, with that in mind, kosher rye recipe. If you're like me, if you just want to try it that one time, go ahead and do it. I mean, it's definitely drinkable. It's not like what did I do review recently? The benchmark. Nothing like benchmark. That baby went straight to the infinity bottle. So that thing, that sample, gone. I tasted it. Had my quality control taste it. Same thing. They're like, yeah, it ain't good. I'm glad we got matching responses and threw that thing up inside the infinity bottle. I mean, it might be one of the nastiest infinity bottles at one point, but we never know. So for the meantime, Buffalo Trace Kosher, try it, get yourself a bottle just to say you tried it and make your decision. I mean, everybody's palate is different. So with that, I just want to say thank you. Remember to like, share, and hit that notification bell down at the bottom right. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and do so. And tell your friends about it. You know, with my reviews, I never do any prior research or anything like that. There's some knowledge that I do have just based on some stuff out there. But other than that, I'm a brand new bourbon drinker. My reviews are literally going to be if you pick somebody off the street. Well, not off the street that never tasted bourbon, because I remember my first time. The first time I tasted bourbon, I'm like, holy shit. Excuse my French. This is nasty. But pretty much once your palate starts getting used to it, it starts to taste different. Um, I personally like the sweeter, more bolder bourbons. There's some rye that I really love. So explore the opportunities, explore the selection of local bourbons, hard to find bourbons. I personally like to go after the harder to find bourbons just because of the thrill of the hunt. Um, and I'm not just going out there going and paying overpriced stuff. My pocket doesn't allow me to do that. And even if it did, I would not do that. Why would you pay, let's say, $100, $200, $300 for a $30 bottle? It makes no sense. Um, Obviously, there's people out there that disagree, and that's totally fine. If you have the means to do it, go for it. You know, on my part, I like to try to stick with MSRP or very close to MSRP. I think the most I've paid for anything, it might be almost double MSRP on on certain harder to find bottles out there. I'm not going to mention them, but you know, don't go out there and do anything. If you got a shop, do know that you guys are just museums, because all we literally do is go there and we do this. Oh, that's beautiful. That's all we do. Your prices are way up there. All we do is we're gonna go look at it. So you're a museum. Other than that, everybody else, hope you like the reviews. Once again, cheers. Y'all take care. Y'all have a good night. Hope y'all have a great weekend. Peace.